Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something you've probably seen all over your fitness feeds, the Flexi-Bar. You know that long vibrating rod thing.
Oh, yes, the vibrating rod.
Exactly. We had a great question come in, basically asking us to figure out if all the hype online is, actual science, or if it leans more towards, well, imaginary pseudoscience, as the listener put it.
It's a fantastic topic because the claims are, well, they're pretty big, aren't they?
Yeah.
You see these videos saying it's specific vibration, like 4.6 hertz or something.
Right.
Is this amazing fixer posture, low back pain, deep core strength, the works.
Yeah. It sounds almost too good to be true sometimes.
And here's the key thing, right up front, before we even dig into the studies properly,
Yeah.
there's science behind it. It's not imaginary. But, and this is a huge but,
Okay.
it's almost entirely focused on therapy. Rehabilitation, not really your average gym workout for getting toned.
Okay, interesting distinction. So let's unpack that mechanism a bit. You shake the handle, it vibrates, but what's physically happening? How do my muscles, especially those deep core ones, even know to engage?
Well, it's all about rhythmic instability. The rod itself is flexible, usually fiberglass or maybe carbon fiber. When you initiate that shake, the weighted ends oscillate, they move back and forth quickly. That forces your body, specifically your deep postural muscles, the stabilizers, to react almost instinctively, reflexively, just to keep you stable, to maintain your center of gravity.
I see. So it's less about the material itself and more about your body fighting that constant wobble, that instability.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
a neuromuscular challenge.
And I've seen different models. They talk about different frequencies, right? Like some are maybe 3.8 hertz, others go up to 5.4 hertz or so. Does shaking it faster, a higher frequency, mean a better workout, or is it just a different?
It's generally just a different stimulus. Higher frequencies usually demand a faster, maybe more refined, almost twitchy reaction from those deep muscles. But faster doesn't automatically equal better strength gains or, superior health outcomes overall. Think of it like, well, running sprints versus jogging distance. Both are good, but they train different things. This targets more the precision and speed of muscle firing, not necessarily raw power.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, so now we hit that critical point you mentioned earlier. The claims are broad. Core stability, posture, helping with back, neck, shoulder pain. But if the marketing is often aimed at general fitness, where does the actual scientific evidence point?
It points very specifically towards therapeutic use. For instance, there was a literature review in 2024. It confirmed that using the Flexi-Bar does significantly increase trunk muscle activation compared to, say, doing standard stability exercises without the bar.
So it does light up those core muscles more?
Yes, the vibration seems to trigger this unique physiological response, a kind of reflexive tightening of the core. And that's the key for why it shows promise for addressing muscle imbalances, especially for people suffering from chronic low back pain, or LBP.
That difference between general fitness toning and specific LBP intervention feels really important. It puts the tool in a very different light.
Absolutely. It's about recovery and restoring function, mostly.
Mm.
Like another study, this one from 2025, looked at military personnel dealing with chronic LBP.
Okay.
It found the vibration impulse seems to promote what they call neuromuscular stability. Basically, it helps train that nerve-muscle connection to fire more effectively, more reliably.
So helping the body regain control.
Exactly. Offering a low-impact but quite efficient way to target those deep muscles for recovery, especially where there might be underlying structural issues.
And it's not just LBP, is it? I remember seeing something about postpartum recovery, too.
That's right. Another 2025 study showed a 2-week Flexi-Bar program was actually effective in helping restore core and pelvic floor muscle strength in postpartum women.
Wow. Okay, so again, a very specific, sensitive application. You see ads maybe showing someone toning their arms, but the solid evidence is more about things like rehabilitating a pelvic floor after childbirth. That's quite a gap.
It is. And that really brings us to the main takeaway for you, the listener, trying to sort through all this. The Flexi-Bar isn't pseudoscience. The science is actually quite sound, and the tool can be effective. But the crucial skill here is critical thinking. You absolutely have to distinguish between the specific, validated scientific findings, its proven value in measured rehabilitation settings, and the much broader, often fuzzier marketing claims you see splashed across fitness sites or social media about general fitness or, say, weight loss.
It reminds me a bit of the whole Zone 2 training discussion, The core science is solid, but then it gets simplified and maybe twisted for catchy videos, applied way beyond its original scope.
Precisely. The Flexi-Bar's effectiveness seems to get stretched in the marketing. If you have a diagnosed issue, if a therapist recommends it for a specific rehab goal, great, the science suggests it can be a really useful tool.
But if you're just scrolling online looking for a quick way to get toned.
The evidence just isn't really there to support that kind of general application in the same way.
So, a final thought for everyone listening.
Yeah, maybe next time you encounter a fitness tool or trend, especially one with some scientific backing, ask yourself, is the evidence solid for the specific application being advertised? Or has the who and the why, who should use it and for what purpose, been stretched, maybe even exaggerated, to reach a much wider audience than the original research ever intended?
Keep that critical lens handy. It's essential. Thanks for that deep dive.
My pleasure. Always good to separate the hype from the data.